Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station with the start of a new historical league, a 30-game season, and Game 1 is going to be between the 1927 New York Yankees at the 1963 Los Angeles Dodgers. This is the first video in this new series I am beginning. I will also be, at some point soon, posting a video telling you all the teams that are in this historical league 30-game season. But I think we're coming to you with an absolutely fantastic matchup and a clash of styles here. The 1927 Yankees, known as Murderers Row, with Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth and Tony Lazzeri and so on and so forth, against Sandy Koufax and the Los Angeles Dodgers, also Don Drysdale. But these games are all, there's 16 teams in this league. They will play each other twice, and then there'll be a playoff system. I think this is going to be a really fun league. I am not making any changes or decisions. The strategy is being produced by the computer, and the lineups are being produced by the computer. I'm just going to enjoy with you, the viewer, and call the game as we see it. Something different. So, alrighty, let's get started right away. For the visiting 1927 New York Yankees, leading off and playing second base, Tony Lazzeri. Batting second and playing left field, Bob Ussel. Batting third, the great Lou Gehrig. He's playing first base. Tremendous ball player. Batting fourth and catching, Pat Collins. Batting fifth, the Babe Ruth, playing right field. Batting sixth, Earl Combs, and he is playing center field. Batting seventh and playing third base, Joe Dugan. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, Mark Koenig. And there is a designated hitter in this league. The pitchers will not hit. And also a catcher doing the DHing for the Yankees, the 1927 Yankees, Johnny Grabowski. That's an odd pick, but the computer picks all the strategies and the lineups. Your defensive alignment for the hometown Los Angeles Dodgers of 1963. The great Sandy Koufax will be doing the pitching. And in 1962, Koufax went 14-7. In 1963, his Dodgers won the World Series and he was the MVP. So it should be a tough matchup here for the Yankees. His battery mate doing the catching, Johnny Roseboro. Defensive 8, arm of 7, very good catcher. The rating system's going 1 through 10. At third base, this would not have been my choice, but again, the computer is setting the lineups. Don Zimmer, future manager of the Red Sox and Cubs. Defensive 5. At shortstop, Maury Wills. Defensive 4, below average. Zimmer's average. At second base, Jim Gilliam. Defensive 5, average. And at first base, Ron Fairley. Defensive 6, slightly above average. In the outfield, in left field, you have Tommy Davis. Defensive 6, arm of 9. Arm is excellent. Defense above average. And center fielder, Willie Davis. Very good defensive center fielder. Defensive 7, arm of 10. And In right field, the power hitting Frank Howard. Defense of 5, arm of 7. Alrighty now. Here we go with the first pitch. We're playing one pitch mode. And it's going to be Canizeri at the plate, Sandy Koufax. As you can see here, he's just an outstanding pitcher. Against right-handed batters, stuff of 9, which is unbelievable. Movement and control of 7s. He's just a great pitcher. Stamina of 10. He probably can throw 130, 35 pitches, Sandy Koufax. Tony Lazzeri against left-handed pitching, contact of 4. Not a big contact hitter, but when he does hit it, he has power of 7, which is above average, and eye of 6. He is a normal right-handed batter. Looks like the Dodgers infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Koufax delivers to Lazzeri. And that ball's ripped down the third base line, and that's going to be a double, a leadoff double for Tony Lazzeri. What a way to start the game. As he took that 100-mile-per-hour fastball and turned on it right down the left field line. Wow. So that fastball could not get by Tony Lazzeri. He said, "Thank you very much, Sandy." Yankees are in business. Lazzeri's at second. Excellent speed. Good stealing. Excellent base runner. Now up Bob Musil. Contact power I. 8-3-3. Bunting of 8. So maybe they'll move Lazzeri over with a sacrifice bunt. We'll see what the computer does. He is a right-handed pull hitter. Again, defense looks straightaway and normal for the Dodgers. Roseboro goes through the signs. The wind and delivery by Koufax. That ball is popped up. Third baseman calling it. He's called off by the shortstop, and Maury Wills makes the catch. Lazzeri retreats back to second. There's one away. Now up the great Lou Gehrig, left-handed spray hitter. Contact power I. 7-9 for power, which is outstanding. Eye of 6. Above average. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. Tony Lazzeri's at second. That ball is sent to left field. Tommy Davis goes over and makes the catch for 2 outs. 90-mile-per-hour fastball there. So it'll be up to Pat Collins right now to keep this inning alive and possibly knock Tony Lazzeri in. Collins, the Yankee catcher, right-handed spray hitter. Contact power I. 5-6-8. Average contact, above average power. Good eye. Koufax winds and delivers to Collins. And he strikes him out looking. So after the leadoff double, Koufax gets the Yankees 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the first, and here come the 1963 LA Dodgers. Let's quickly go through the Dodger lineup. Leading off, playing shortstop, Maury Wills. Batting second, playing center field, Willie Davis. Batting third, the very good contact hitter, playing left field, Tommy Davis. The cleanup hitter batting fourth, the slugger Frank Howard. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Wally Moon. Batting sixth, playing third base, Don Zimmer. Batting seventh and playing second base, Jim Gilliam. Batting eighth, playing first base, Ron Fairley. And batting ninth and doing the catching, John Roseboro. Pitching for the New York Yankees, George Pipgrass. Oh boy, am I going to have trouble with that name. It looks like Pipgrass. Excellent stuff, movement. Control not so good, as he only has a control of a 3. So stuff of 10, movement of 8, that's all good. Control of 3, so he does have a wild tendency. And in 1923, again, this is the computer picking him to start to pitch off his 27 stats. So let's actually take a quick look at what he did historically in 1927, because the computer is not showing me that. Pitching stats, here we go. Real life stats. Alrighty, in 1927, they're giving me his hitting stats. I don't want to see his hitting stats. Batting. Real life pitching. Alright, here we go. In 1927, he went 10-3 with an ERA of 4.11. So he's starting this game for the Yankees. Alright, so he's doing the pitching. Catching is Pat Collins. Defensive 5, arm of 5. You can run on him. At third base, Joe Dugan, defensive 4, below average. At shortstop, Mark Koenig, defensive 6, above average. At second base, Tony Lazzari, average second baseman. And at first base, Lou Gehrig, above average first baseman. In left field, Bob Musial, below average at 4, good arm of 8. In center field, Earl Combs, defensive 7, arm of 6. And in right field, the Babe Ruth, defensive 6, arm of 9. So here we go. Maury Wills, the leadoff for the Dodgers, left-handed normal hitter. Against right-handed pitching, contact power I, 9, which is excellent. Power of 1, which is very poor. I of 5, which is average. DeGrasse winds and delivers to Wills. And he walked him on 4 straight pitches. And there's that wildness, that lack of control that George DeGrasse has. Wills is definitely a threat to steal, and most likely will, as he's speed of 9, stealing ability of 8, and Collins' arm is only a 5. Willie Davis steps to the plate. Left-handed pull hitter. Yankees infield outfield looks straight away and normal. Contact power I for Willie Davis, 6.53. So it's just an above average contact hitter with average power, below average I. Here's the windup and the pitch to Davis. Wills is off and running, and he steals second base. You could see that coming from a mile away. Wills is going to be running all day on Collins' arm. So, Maury Wills is at second. 1 ball, no strikes to Willie Davis. Collins goes through the signs. Pipgrass winds and delivers. And that ball is sent to left center field. And making the catch is the Yankees center fielder. For out number 1, Maury Wills retreats back to second base. Nice catch by Earl Combs. So with 1 out, the right-handed pull hitter Tommy Davis steps to the plate, left fielder for the Dodgers. Contact power I, 9.64. Excellent contact, above average power, below average I. Here's the windup and the pitch to Davis. And that ball is sent deep to right field, going back, but not making the catch as it sails over the wall. Home run, Tommy Davis. The LA Dodgers of 1963 lead the 1927 Yankees 2-0. Ruth went back, but could not make the catch as it sailed into the stands. So with 1 out, a 2-0 lead, the power-hitting right fielder for the Dodgers, Frank Howard, steps to the plate. Contact is 7. Power of 9, which is excellent. I of 4, which is below average. Frank Howard is a right-handed pull hitter. Here's the windup and the pitch to Howard. That ball is sent into left field for a base hit. 1-out single for Frank Howard. So George Pipgrass is having a very difficult time with the LA Dodgers. And 2 runs with Sandy Koufax on the mound could be enough, folks. Now batting for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Wally Moon. Left-handed normal hitter, contact, power, eye, 7.67. Very good hitter there. Collins flashes the signs. Pipgrass winds and delivers to Moon. And that ball is sent up the middle, but a diving catch by the Yankees shortstop. What a play by Koenig, robbing Moon of a hit. So Frank Howard retreats back to first. Howard's lucky not to get doubled up there, as he is very slow of foot. As I like to say, would not win the race with the tortoise. Speed of 1, stealing ability of 1. Now with 2 outs, Don Zimmer steps to the plate. Zimmer, right-handed pull hitter, contact, power, eye, 5.84. Average contact, very good power, below average eye. Here's the windup and the pitch to Zimmer. Howard at first. That ball goes up the middle and gets through for a single, a 2-out single. Howard advances 90 feet to second base, station to station. So Don Zimmer's at first, Frank Howard is at second. Both very poor speed, though Zimmer's a much better base runner than Frank Howard. Now with a chance to knock in some RBIs here, Jim Gilliam steps to the plate. Dodgers second baseman, left-handed spray hitter. Contact, power, eye, 7.36. Good contact, below average power, above average eye. George Pipgrass is finding himself in a bit of trouble here. He's already given up a 2-run homer. And that's how the Dodgers have the lead. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch to Gilliam. Grounded to Lazzeri, and he goes over to second, inning over. So that went 6-4 on the fielder's choice. I'm sorry, that was a grounder to Koenig over to Lazzeri. So after 1 inning, the Dodgers lead 2-0. We go to the top of the second, leading off for the 1927 Yankees, Babe Ruth. So a clash of titans here, Sandy Koufax versus Babe Ruth. And the Babe's numbers here, he's a left-hand extreme pull hitter. 5.58. And I'm going to have to actually check that out, as I think his numbers will increase as the season goes on. I was looking at that earlier, but that's what the numbers are. Contact, power, eye. Average contact, average power, excellent eye. To start off this season and 30-game league here. Extreme pull hitter. Koufax winds and delivers to the Babe. And that ball's grounded to second. Going to go 4-3, out number 1. Good job by Sandy Koufax, as that went Gilliam to Fairley. So with 1 out, coming to the plate for the Yankees, Earl Combs. Yankee center fielder, contact, power, eye, 6.24. So above average contact, poor power, and below average eye. He is a left-handed spray hitter. Dodgers defense straightaway and normal. Roseboro goes through the signs. Koufax winds and delivers to Combs. And he strikes him out swinging on the 0-2 count. 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Sandy is in the zone since that leadoff double in the first inning by Tony Lazzeri. So there's 2 outs. Stepping to the plate, right-handed batter Joe Dugan, Yankee third baseman. Contact, power, eye, 4.24. All below average to poor numbers there. Let's see if Koufax can just overpower him. Here's the wind and the delivery by Sandy Koufax. And he strikes him out swinging. Another 95-mile-per-hour fastball on the 1-2 count. So we go to the bottom of the second. Dodgers leading the Yankees 2-0. Leading off for the 1963 Dodgers, first baseman, left-handed batter Ron Fairley. Contact, power, eye, 645. So above average contact, below average power, average eye. Let's see if George Pipgrass can do better than he did in the first inning here. Fairley is a left-handed pull hitter. Here's the windup and the pitch to Fairley. That ball is sent out to left field. Musil is there and makes the catch for out number 1. Now stepping to the plate, Dodger catcher John Roseboro. Left-handed normal hitter, contact power eye 533, so average contact and below average power and eye. Here's the pitch to John Roseboro. And that ball sent to left field. Musil on his horse. And he gets there, gets under it, makes the catch for out number 2. As Roseboro just got a little bit under it. Maury Wills steps to the plate. He walked his first time up, stole second base, and scored on the 2-run homer by Willie Davis. Tommy Davis. I knew that wasn't right. I apologize for that. It was Tommy Davis. He scored on the 2-run homer. So Maury Wills steps to the plate, and my God, Pipgrass hit 101 miles per hour on his last pitch. Wow. So Wills is at the plate. Walked his first time up, and here is the pitch by Pipgrass. That ball is sent to the shortstop. Going to go 6-3, inning over. So that went Koenig to Gehrig. So we go to the top of the third. 1927 Yankees 0, the 1963 Dodgers 2. Hello, Greg Garecki, who's in the chat. Thank you very much for joining me, my good friend and excellent sports fan with tremendous knowledge, especially with boxing, but also football and baseball, and probably basketball and hockey. I know hockey also. Greg Garecki says, really liked Fairley, and he was the first player to play for the Expos and Blue Jays. Oh, excellent, excellent. Now, before you yell at me, Greg, I am not controlling any of the strategy in this game. I'm just pretending like I'm rolling dice. I'm clicking the continue button. They have Don Zimmer starting at third base. It's all the computer's doing. I know Zimmer was a pretty good prospect, but I would have started McMullen, to be honest with you, because that's who I would have started. Anyhow, we have a good friend of the channel and good friend Greg Garecki in the chat. Thank you very much for joining me, Greg. He is also boxing matchmaker extraordinaire for my What If promotions. He was the matchmaker for the George Chuvalo Ernie Shavers fight, which I recommend checking out on the channel. Greg Garecki says I never yell. So leading off for the 27 Yankees, Mark Koenig, the shortstop. Contact power eye 421, pretty much a below average to poor hitter. He's going to probably be overmatched by the great Sandy Koufax. Koufax winds and delivers. And he strikes him out, swinging on the off-speed pitch on the 2-2 count. Koufax now has 4 strikeouts. He is in the zone. So with 1 away, Yankee designated hitter Johnny Grabowski, also their backup catcher, steps to the plate. Contact power eye 415, so below average contact, very poor power, and an average eye. He is a right-handed spray hitter. Roseboro goes through the signs. Koufax winds and delivers to Grabowski. That ball is sent out to left field. Davis coming on, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Dodgers fans like that. Greg Garecki in the chat says Ken could play defense. I agree. So with 2 outs, top of the order, the only man to get a hit so far off Koufax, it was a leadoff double, Tony Lazzari. Contact power eye 476, below average contact. Good power, above average eye. Right-handed normal hitter. Let's see if Koufax can fare better with Lazzeri than the first time. Here's the windup and the pitch to the Yankees second baseman, Tony Lazzeri. And Lazzeri sends that ball deep to left center, and that ball is gone. He has cut the Dodger lead in half, 2-1. Tony Lazzeri owning Sandy Koufax in this game. 2 for 2, a double, and now a home run. Unbelievable. Wow. Greg Gurecki predicts Sandy will go for 17 Ks like Bob Gibson in the '68 series. He couldn't get that one by Lazzeri. So with 2 outs, Yankees only trailing by 1 run. Stepping to the plate, Bob Musil, Yankee left fielder, contact power I, 833. Very good contact, power and I below average. Koufax winds and delivers to the right-handed pull hitter. That ball is sent deep. Going back on it is Davis, and making the catch for out number 3 is Davis. So a solo shot by Lazzeri. Yankees pulled to within 1. The Dodgers lead 2-1. We go to the bottom of the third. Willie Davis steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Contact power I, 653. Above average contact, average power, below average I. George Pipgrass has settled down so far after a rough first inning. Here's the pitch to Davis. And that ball goes out to left field. Coming in on it is Musil, and he makes the catch for out number 1. As Greg Gurecki boos the home run by Lazzeri. Tommy Davis steps to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run bomb. Right-handed pull hitter. Contact 9, power 6, I 4. Here's the windup and the pitch to Tommy Davis. And he strikes him out on the off-speed pitch, swinging on the 3-2 count. 2 outs. That's Pipgrass's first strikeout to go with 1 walk. The dangerous power-hitting Frank Howard steps to the plate. The Dodger right fielder's 1 for 1. He had a single his first time up. Pull hitter. Yankees infield outfield straightaway and normal though. And here is the windup and the pitch to Frank Howard. And he strikes him out swinging on the fastball. So we go to the top of the 4th. Dodgers 2, Yankees 1. Leading off for the Yankees, Lou Gehrig, 0 for 1. Another clash of titans here once again. Koufax versus Gehrig. Koufax won the battle the first time. Gehrig, contact power I, 796. Very good numbers there. As we know, it's Lou Gehrig. Roseboro flashes the sign. Gehrig, a left-handed spray hitter. Koufax winds and delivers to Lou Gehrig. And he strikes him out on the fastball looking. Gehrig could not pull the trigger. That was a 100-mile-per-hour fastball on the 2-2 count. 1 away. Koufax has now struck out 5, walked none so far. Pat Collins steps to the plate. Yankee catcher, 0 for 1 today. Contact power I, 568. Koufax gets the sign from Roseboro. He sets, winds, and delivers to Collins. Strikes him out swinging on a fastball. Wow. Koufax just mowing these Yankee hitters down left and right. Babe Ruth steps to the plate. Ruth 0 for 1 today. Left-handed extreme pull hitter. He'd like to get some revenge on Sandy. Koufax winds and delivers to Babe Ruth. Strikes him out. Koufax strikes out the side on the 1-2 count with the off-speed pitch. He now has 7 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers leading the Yankees 2-1. Wally Moon steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1, the designated hitter. Contact power I, 767. Very good numbers there for Wally. Left-handed normal hitter. Pipgrass winds and delivers to Moon. He missed the bunt. So with 2 balls, 1 strike, Moon is at the plate. Collins goes through the signs. Here's the windup and the pitch by Pipgrass. That ball sent to second, so that goes Lazari to Gehrig. 4-3, out number 1. Don Zimmer steps to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today. He singled. Right-handed pull hitter. Contact power I, 5.84. George Pipgrass is now up to 53 pitches. His last pitch was 100 miles per hour. Here's the windup and the pitch to Don Zimmer. And he strikes him out swinging on the 1-2 count. What a fastball that was. 99 miles per hour. Both men throwing heat today. Pipgrass now has 3 strikeouts. So with 2 outs, Dodgers second baseman Jim Gilliam steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Contact power I, 736. Very good contact, below average power, above average I. Here's the windup and the pitch to the left-handed spray hitter. That ball is sent out into shallow left center, and it drops in for a 2-out single. Gilliam is a threat to run. We already saw Will steal a base off Collins. So let's see if they'll have Gilliam in motion here. Ron Fairley steps to the plate, and as Greg Gurecki has shared in the chat, he was the first player to ever play for both the Expos and Blue Jays. Fairley 0 for 1, left-handed pull hitter. Contact 6, above average, power and I 4 and 5, below average power, average I. Here's the windup and the pitch to Ron Fairley. And he strikes him out in a 96 mile per hour fastball in the 0-2 count. George Pipgrass now has 4 Ks. We go to the top of the 5th, 2-1 Dodgers, leading off for the Yankees. Earl Combs, the Yankee center fielder's 0 for 1, contact power I off left-handed pitching, 6.24. Above average contact, poor power, and below average I. Left-handed spray hitter, though it hasn't mattered much so far for Sandy Koufax, as he has mowed down 8 Yankee batters. Koufax winds and delivers to Combs. Ground ball to short. That's going to go 6-3, out number 1. So that went Maury Wills over to Fairley. Dodgers fans applaud the effort there. Joe Dugan steps to the plate. Yankee third baseman, 0 for 1. He was overmatched by Koufax his first time up. Let's see if that will continue. Roseboro flashes a sign. Here's the pitch to Joe Dugan. And that ball is sent deep. It's not going to continue. We have a tie ball game for folks as he crushed that pitch by Sandy Koufax. He sent that fastball dead to left, and it is 2-2. Wow. I didn't expect that. Overmatched, not this time, Mr. Koufax. So the Yankees have scored on all the runs have been scored on home runs. It's been a really exciting game, strikeouts and home runs. So with 1 out and a new ball game as it's all tied up at 2-2, Yankees shortstop Mark Koenig steps to the plate. Contact power I, 4.21. Below average to poor hitter, basically. Roseboro flashes a sign. Koufax winds and delivers. And he strikes him out swinging. 95 miles per hour fastball on the 1-2 count. Koufax now has 8 strikeouts, but he's given up 2 solo shots. So with 2 outs, Yankee designated hitter Johnny Grabowski steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He was totally overmatched the first time against Koufax. Contact power I, 4.15. Again, a below average hitter here. Right-handed spray hitter. Koufax winds and delivers to Grabowski. And he strikes him out swinging with a fastball on the 2-2 count. Koufax now has 9 strikeouts, but the damage was done on the solo home run. It is 2-2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers want to take this lead back. Leading off for the Dodgers, Johnny Roseboro. The Dodger catcher 0 for 1 today. Contact power I 533. So he is in my opinion, a slightly below average hitter. Left-handed normal hitter. Collins flashes the sign. Pipgrass nods his head. Here's the windup and the pitch to Roseboro. And he walked him on 4 consecutive pitches. That's what happened in the first inning. Pipgrass could not find his control. He walked Maury Wills. Wills stole second, and then Tommy Davis hit a 2-run bomb. Let's see if history repeats itself. Except this time it's going to be Roseboro at first, and he still has a chance to steal because of Collins is just basically an average catcher for defense and arm. Roseboro speed of 4 but stealing ability of 6. Maury Wills steps to the plate 0 for 1 today with a walk and a stolen base. Contact of 9, power of 1, eye of 5. Left-handed normal hitter. Yankees infield outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the windup and the pitch to Maury Wills. A swing and a miss. It was a bunt attempt. So he tried to bunt. He now has an 0-2 count. Pipgrass winds and delivers to Wills. Ground ball to Lazzeri. Only play is the first. That's as good as a sacrifice there. So that went Lazzeri to Gehrig. And moving over to second is Johnny Roseboro. The go-ahead run with 1 out is at second base. Willie Davis steps to the plate. The Dodgers center fielder 0 for 2. Contact power I 653. Above average contact, average power, below average eye. Pipgrass is now up to 73 pitches. He sets and delivers to Davis. That ball is sent up the middle. It's going to drop in front of the center fielder. And holding at third is Roseboro, as they don't want to take a chance on Earl Combs. His arm is 6, but Tommy Davis was on deck and now is at the plate. He homered today, 2-run homer. He's 1 for 2. Contact power I 964, so he's a dangerous hitter, but he has a below average eye. Big moment here for the 1927 Yankees against the 1963 Dodgers. Collins flashes the signs. Pipgrass nods. He winds and delivers to Tommy Davis. It's a pitch out, a throw down to second, and they nailed him. Willie Davis caught stealing, and that's going to, I believe, wow, why would they do that? So it was a pitch out. They guessed right there. Collins guns out Davis. So now it's going to take a base hit by Tommy Davis as Willie Davis was caught stealing. I don't agree with that move there by the Dodgers. As a fly ball would have scored Roseboro, but now it's got to be a hit by Tommy Davis. So there's 2 outs. Roseboro's at third. Pipgrass winds and delivers to Tommy Davis. And he strikes him out swinging on the off-speed pitch. So the Dodgers threaten but do not score. We go to the top of the 6th, all tied at 2. Leading off for the Yankees, the man of the hour, 2 for 2, a double and a home run, Tony Lazzeri. Let's see if Koufax can change this momentum against Lazzeri here. Koufax, 9 strikeouts so far, but he's given up 2 home runs. Koufax winds and delivers to the right-handed normal hitter. And that ball is sent down to third. It's going to go 5-3. Nice play by Don Zimmer as he goes over to Fairley. Dodgers fans appreciate what Zimmer did. As Greg Gorecki says, "Wake up, Willie." That was an odd play, huh? I wouldn't have had him stealing. So with 1 away, Bob Musil steps to the plate. 0 for 2, the Yankee center fielder. Left fielder, I'm sorry. Contact power I 833. Very good contact, below average eye and power. It's a right-handed pull hitter. Roseboro flashes the sign. Here's the pitch to Bob Musil. And he strikes him out, looking on that off-speed pitch. Dodgers throw the ball around the infield. Koufax now has 10 Ks. Greg Gorecki predicted 17 Ks in this game. Greg Yarecki says it sure was, about the stealing with Roseboro at third with less than 2 outs. That was just mind-numbing. Again, the computer is setting the defenses, offenses, strategy, lineups. Lou Gehrig steps to the plate, 2 outs, 0 for 2 today, the left-handed spray hitter. The great Lou Gehrig, contact power eye, 7.96, very good hitter. Lou Gehrig, one of my favorite all-time baseball players. Here's the windup and the pitch to Mr. Gehrig. Gehrig sends that ball into center field. Coming on is Davis, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Dodgers fan applaud as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Frank Howard steps to the plate. Greg Yarecki says, I can't blame Walter Alston. Who do we blame on that one, Greg? Well, we can't. It's the computer. Frank Howard steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Dangerous power hitter. Right-handed pull hitter. Pip grass has settled down since that first inning. Collins goes through the signs. Here's the windup and the pitch to Howard. And he strikes him out looking. Howard couldn't pull the trigger on that 99-mile-per-hour fastball. Pipgrass now has 6 Ks and 2 walks, so we've seen offense and we've seen great pitching. Wally Moon steps to the plate, 2-2 ball game. Dodger designated hitter, right-handed normal hitter, contact power eye, 7.67, 0 for 2. Here's the windup and the pitch to the left-handed batter, Wally Moon. That ball is ripped down to first. Gehrig takes it himself and goes to the bag. 2 away. Don Zimmer steps to the plate, 1 for 2. Contact power eye, 5.84. So Zimmer, if he gets a hold of one, could send it out. If he catches a Pipgrass fastball, it could be a 3-2 ball game here, folks. Pipgrass winds and delivers to the right-handed pull hitter. And he strikes him out swinging. He didn't catch up to that 0-2 fastball. We go to the top of the 7th. Pipgrass now has 7 strikeouts. So in a 2-2 ball game, leading off the top of the 7th, the Yankee catcher Pat Collins. 0 for 2, contact power eye, 5.68. Average contact, above average power, very good eye. Right-handed spray hitter, uses all parts of the field. Dodgers infield, outfield, straight, away, and normal. Hondo, Frank Howard. Yeah, that was his nickname. Greg Yarecki just mentions Hondo in the chat. Koufax winds and delivers. And he strikes him out swinging, 94-mile-per-hour fastball on the 0-2 count. Koufax is K'd 11 now. So with 1 away, Babe Ruth steps to the plate. Extreme left-handed pull hitter. Roseboro flashes the sign. Ruth 0 for 2. Koufax nods his head. Here is the delivery to Ruth. Ruth grounds it to short. So that went 6-3. Maury Wills over to Fairley. They had the shift on there. So with 2 outs in a 2-2 ball game, Earl Combs steps to the plate. Yankee center fielder. He's 0 for 2. Left-handed spray hitter. Contact power eye, 6.24. Above average contact, poor power, and below average eye. Koufax deals to Earl Combs. That ball is slapped to left field for a 2-out single. Nice bit of hitting, as he just took the fastball the other way. He didn't try to pull it. So Earl Combs has speed of 5, stealing ability of 6. I don't think they're going to be running on Johnny Roseboro, though. Gold Glove catcher. Joe Dugan steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. He has homered off Koufax, which was a surprise because the power was generated by the Sandy Koufax fastball. As you can see, Dugan's contact of 4, power of 2, which is poor, and eye of 4, so he's basically a below average hitter. But not at that at-bat. Koufax looking to overpower Dugan once again as he did his first time up. Combs is at first. He takes a lead. The windup and the pitch to Dugan. And he strikes him out that time, swinging 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Koufax has now struck out 12. As they play Take Me Out to the ball game, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Greg Gurecki says you can tell I'm old because he mentioned Hondo. Oh, you're not old, Greg. Hondo was John Wayne, was it not? 3 strikes here out at the old ball game. As the crowd cheers the organist as they were all singing along. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, 2-2 game. What a game it's been. Homers and a pitching duel. Homers and strikeouts. That's what I like to see. Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman Jim Gilliam. He's 1 for 2. Contact power I, 736. Good contact, poor power, above average I. Left-handed spray hitter. Pipgrass is now up to 96 pitches, but his stamina is 9, so I think he can probably pitch 120 pitches. Pipgrass winds and delivers to Gilliam. That ball sent to short, and that's goes 6-3. 1 away. So that went Koenig to Gehrig. So with 1 out, Dodgers first baseman Ron Fairley steps to the plate. Left-handed pull hitter. Contact power I, 645, so he's a slightly above average hitter here. Below average power, 0 for 2. Here's the windup and the pitch to Fairley. That ball sent up the middle, and that will be a 1-out single. Nice piece of hitting there as he jumped on that fastball on the 2-2 count. Fairley's not a threat to steal. Speed of 2, but stealing ability of 8, so maybe, you never know. Collins is 1 for 2 throwing out base runners today, the Yankee catcher. 9th place hitter Johnny Roseboro steps to the plate. Fairley's at first. Roseboro's at the plate. Left-handed normal hitter. Contact power I, 533. Average contact, below average power and I. 0 for 1 today, and he's walked once. Pipgrass is now up to 108 pitches. Collins flashes the sign. Pipgrass winds and delivers to Roseboro. That ball is slapped down to third. That could be 2. Roseboro beats out the double play ball. So that went Dugan to Lazzeri, but Roseboro hustling all the way down the line beats out the double play ball. So with 2 outs, Roseboro's at first. Maury Wills steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today, walked once and has a stolen base and scored on the Tommy Davis home run in the first. Left-handed normal hitter. Contact power I, 915. Here's the windup and the pitch to Maury Wills. That ball is slapped down to third, and that goes 5-4, inning over. So that went Dugan to Lazzeri. So we go to the top of the 8th, still all tied up at 2. Well, that's a good point. Greg Gurecki says in the chat, before I get back to the game, he said, for old games in Chicago, they should have the voice of Harry Carey singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I might do that. There is a Cub team. I have the 2016 Cubs in this small league. And that's a really good idea. I can probably find something on YouTube and play that. Great idea. Greg Gurecki always comes up with great ideas. So, we go to the top of the 8th, 2-2 ball game here. Koufax still on the mound. He's up to 100 pitches. He struck out 12, walked none, but he has given up 2 solo home runs. Leading off for the Yankees, Mark Koenig, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2 today. Just basically a below average hitter to poor. Here's the windup and the pitch by Koufax to the right-handed spray hitter. That ball is slapped to second. Goes 4-3. So that went Gilliam to Fairley. Dodgers fans very happy about that. Now stepping to the plate, designated hitter for the Yankees, backup catcher Johnny Grabowski. He's 0 for 2. Again, another poor hitter. He has an average eye, though. Roseboro goes through the signs. Grabowski's a right-handed spray hitter. Koufax nods his head. He winds and delivers to Grabowski. Ground ball. That's an out. So basically what that was, the video kind of messed it up. I apologize for that, but I can't control the game. It was basically a number in front of the plate. Roseboro throws out Grabowski as Roseboro goes to Fairley. So there's 2 outs. Tony Lazzeri, who has doubled and homered off Koufax and also struck out once. I believe it was a strikeout. Let me quickly go to the box score here. Check out Tony Lazzeri. Bear with me one moment, folks. No, it was not a strikeout. He was a ground out, I believe. Alright, back to the broadcast. Alright, so with 2 outs, Tony Lazzeri comes to the plate, 2 for 3. Contact power I, 4.76. As I told you, he's already homered and doubled off Koufax. Right-handed normal hitter. Here's the windup and the pitch to Lazzeri. And that ball is sent to right field, and that's going to get down, hit the wall. Lazzeri's chugging for second and going to third. A 2-out triple for Tony Lazzeri. He's been a one-man wrecking crew. Koufax wishes he was sick today. Wow. Lazzeri now 3 for 4 off Sandy Koufax. So there's 2 outs. The 1927 Yankees have the go-ahead run 90 feet away at third base, and Tony Lazzeri, he has been a wrecking crew. A one-man gang, as Greg Gurecki boos in the chat. Bob Musil steps to the plate. He's 0 for 3, but he's a dangerous hitter. Contact of 8, which is very good. Power and eye, below average to poor of 3s. Right-handed pull hitter. Koufax needs to get this man out here. Wants to maintain the 2-2 tie. Roseboro goes through the signs. Koufax looks determined on the mound. He winds and delivers to Musil. And he strikes him out swinging, stranding Lazzeri at third. 99-mile-per-hour fastball for Sandy Koufax, as once again he reaches deep down to maintain the tie. He now has 13 strikeouts. What a game Koufax has been pitching, as well as George Pipgrass. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still knotted at 2. Leading off for the Los Angeles Dodgers of 1963. Center fielder Willie Davis, he's 1 for 3. Contact power I, 6.53. So he's a solid hitter. Left-handed pull hitter. Yankees look straightaway and normal infield outfield to me. Collins flashes a sign. Pipgrass winds and delivers to Willie Davis. That ball is sent out to right field. Babe Ruth going back on it and leaps and makes the catch against the wall. What a catch by the Babe. Saving extra bases. Willie Davis was robbed. Pipgrass tips his cap to the Babe. 1 away, and the dangerous Tommy Davis, Dodger left fielder, steps to the plate. 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer in the first. Those are all the Dodger runs. Contact power I, 9.64. Excellent contact, above average power, below average eye. Right-handed pull hitter. Yankees infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. 1 away. Pipgrass winds and delivers to Tommy Davis. That ball is blooped into left field, but it's caught. Fine running catch by the third baseman. Joe Dugan. So with 2 outs and the organist playing charge, Frank Hondo Howard steps to the plate. 1 for 3. He has the ability with 1 swing of the bat to give the Dodgers the lead. Contact power I, 7.94. Very good contact. Excellent power. Below average eye. Can Hondo do it, Greg Gurecki, this time? Collins flashes the signs. Pipgrass nods his head. He winds and delivers to Hondo. That ball is sent to left field. Musil is there and makes the catch for out number 3. We go to the top of the 9th. What a ball game it's been, and they have lifted Sandy Koufax for Ron Peranowski. Oh boy, I wouldn't have done that. So let's quickly look at Koufax's stats here. Let me go to the box score. I'm not going to bring the box scores up as I have a bad habit of shutting off the other screen. So Sandy Koufax went 8 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked none, struck out 13. He gave up 2 solo shots. He threw 110 pitches, 78 of them for strikes. His ERA is 2.25. I still wouldn't have went to Ron Peranowski. Not that he's a bad pitcher. I would have stuck with Koufax, but I am not the manager. I am just the announcer. So it's Ron Peranowski's game now, and leading off is Lou Gehrig. Gehrig 0 for 3, and he's glad Koufax is out of the game. Peranowski's a left-handed pitcher. Stamina of 1, strictly a relief pitcher. Stuff of 5, which is average. Movement of 8, which is very good. And control of 7, which is also very good. So he has good movement and can hit his spots. Gehrig 7.96. Left-handed spray hitter. Gehrig will use all parts of the field. Dodgers infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. Here's the windup and the pitch to Gehrig. Gehrig sends that ball to second, so that's going to go 4-3, out number 1. Jim Gilliam over to Ron Fairley. So with 1 away, the Yankee catcher, Pat Collins, steps to the plate. He's 0 for 3, and he's also glad that Koufax is out of the game. The only person who's probably not happy that Koufax isn't out of the game is Tony Lazzeri. Pat Collins, contact power eye, 5.68. Average contact, above average power, very good eye. Right-handed spray hitter, like I said, 0 for 3. Peranowski winds and delivers to Collins. That ball is sent out to deep left center field, and leaping and making the catch. What a catch by Willie Davis. Wow, robbing Collins of extra bases and a possible home run. I'd have to see the replay on that one, as I think he brought the ball back. It would have been a homer, folks. I believe it would have been a homer. So those were some anxious moments for the LA Dodgers. Peranowski nods his head out towards center field and Willie Davis. Buy that man a beer, he says. So with 2 outs, Babe Ruth steps to the plate. Left-handed extreme pull hitter. The Dodgers infield has shifted right. And the outfield has also shifted right, it looks like, as they have both shifted right. So let's see if George Herman Babe Ruth will send the ball the other way. You could get an easy 2-out double here. Here's the windup and the pitch to the Bambino. He sends that ball deep to dead center, going back on it and making another No, it's off the wall! Davis couldn't make the catch. He hit the wall. The ball comes free. A 2-out double. Wow. Ruth is at second. Earl Combs comes to the plate. Willie Davis looks a little shooken up, but he waves off the trainer. So a 2-out double for the Babe. Go-ahead run is at second base. Earl Combs steps to the plate, the Yankee center fielder, 1 for 3. Left-handed spray hitter, another Yankee batter who uses the whole field. Contact power eye, 6.24. Above average contact, very poor power, and below average eye. There's 2 outs. Ron Peranowski's on the mound. Roseboro flashes the sign. Here's the pitch to Combs. That ball is sent up the middle, and there comes Ruth, and he's going to score the go-ahead run. as the Dodgers fans boo. Hello, JD in the chat. How you doing, buddy? How goes the book? JD, that's Greg Gorecki. Greg Gorecki, that's JD. Both fine people in the chat. So the Yankees take the lead. Ruth doubles with 2 outs, and Earl Combs singles him in. I'm telling you, I would not have taken out Sandy Koufax. That's just me. I would not have taken out Sandy Koufax. Greg Gorecki, how do you feel about that? Greg Gorecki says Peronowski could pitch. Yes, he could. Yes, no, I'm aware of that. I still wouldn't have taken out Sandy Koufax. So Joe Dugan comes to the mound. There's 2 outs. The Yankees now have a 3-2 lead. Earl Combs is at first. Speed of 5. Stealing ability of 6, but I don't think he's running on the Gold Glove catcher Johnny Roseboro. Dugan 1 for 3. He homered off Koufax. Again, a below average hitter in my opinion. Contact of 4, power of 2, an eye of 4. Peronowski has to keep this a 1-run ball game here. Here's the pitch to Dugan, the right-handed normal hitter. Grounder to third. Zimmer over to Fairley. But the Yankees take the lead 3-2. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. The 1927 Yankees in Murderers Row lead the 1963 Dodgers 3-2. And now pitching for the Yankees, Bob Shockey. And let's just check out what Bob Shockey did in 1927. Bear with me a moment. As because this is a fictional league, things do not pop up automatically for me. Let's go look at his real-life stats here. Real-life pitching stats for Bob Shockey. 1927 was his last year in baseball. He was 2 wins, 3 losses, and 4 saves. If they had saves back then, but they didn't. ERA of 2.89. He threw 43 and 2/3 innings. All right, well that's interesting. Greg Gorecki says in the chat, I would not have taken Sandy Koufax out either. Alrighty. Dodgers have 3 outs to tie it, to send it to extra innings, or win it. Leading off against Shockey, Dodger designated hitter Wally Moon 0 for 3 today. Contact power I 767. Good numbers there. Shockey, stamina of 1, so he's basically a 1 to possibly 2 inning pitcher. Stuff of 10, which is outstanding, so his pitches are good. Movement of 8, which is very good. Control of 5, which is average. His fastball goes from 96 to 98 miles per hour, so he's in here to shut the door. Moon is a left-handed normal hitter. Collins goes through the signs. Shockey nods his head. He winds and delivers to Moon. And Moon sends that ball deep. That ball is... Oh, the wind held it up. Somehow the wind shifted, and that's out number 1 to left. I thought that ball was gone when it first came off the bat. So did the Dodgers fans, as you could hear a sigh of disappointment. Musial makes the catch in left. I'm sorry, Ben Pasquale is now in left field. So he made the catch, defensive replacement. Let's quickly look at the defensive setup here. He's the only change. Ben Pasquale is now in left field for the Yankees. Don Zimmer comes to the plate. 1 for 3 today. Right-handed pull hitter. Very good power. Power of 8. Zimmer could tie this up if he gets a hold of a fastball. Contact of 5. Average. Power of 8. Excellent. Eye of 4. Below average. Shockey winds and delivers to Zimmer. And he strikes him out swinging on the off-speed pitch. On the 2-2 count, Zimmer was sitting dead red, and Shockey came with an off-speed pitch. Zimmer way out in front of that one. So with 2 outs, it's up to Jim Gilliam to keep the game going. Gilliam, the Dodgers second baseman, 1 for 3 today. Left-handed spray hitter. Contact of 7, very good. Power of 3, below average. Eye of 6, above average. Shockey looking to have a 1-2-3 inning in the first save of the season. Collins goes through the signs. Here's the windup and the pitch to Jim Gilliam. That ball is sent to left field. Pasquale comes on and makes a fine running catch. Ball game over. The 1927 Yankees come back with a run in the ninth to defeat the 1963 Los Angeles Dodgers, and they'll be questioning in the newspapers why Sandy Koufax was lifted. So, let's go to the final box score. What a game it was. Excellent game. So let me bring up the box score now in OBS. Bear with me a moment. As I am now in OBS, I love OBS. Let's go to Window. Let's go OK. And there it is. Let's see if it comes up on the other screen now. Take care, JD. Thank you for stopping in. And there's the box score. Excellent. Let's hit the edit and fit to screen. Beautiful. Greg Gorecki says, good game, but I think the 27 Yankees are beatable. I agree, but it was a heck of a game. I did enjoy calling that, and I hope people who watched it enjoyed it and who will watch later enjoyed it. It was a fun game. Again, I am not controlling any of the lineups, strategy, rosters. I'm just hitting the continue button and letting it simulate out. Again, it's a simulation. It's for fun. And it was really a fun game. So, all right, player of the game. I think the player of the game is going to be Koufax still. Yep, player of the game, Sandy Koufax, in a losing effort. Again, Koufax won 8 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, 13 strikeouts, gave up 2 solo shots, 110 pitches, 78 of them for strike. His ERA is 2.25. Losing pitcher is Ron Peranowski. He pitched 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He threw 14 pitches, 10 of them for strike. His ERA is 9. Winning pitcher was George Pipgrass, who rebounded from a bad first inning where he gave up a 2-run homer to end up going 8 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 2, struck out 7, again the 1 home run, threw 119 pitches, 76 of them for strikes, and his ERA is identical to Sandy Koufax, 2.25. The save goes to Bob Shawshank, who was lights out. 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. He did the job in 10 pitches. So let's go to the game recap. Yankees come back late to top Dodgers. Dodger Stadium was the site of the home opener for the Los Angeles 1963 Dodgers. The contest featured a prime matchup between George Pipgrass of the visiting New York 1927 Yankees and Sandy Koufax of the Dodgers. The final score was 3-2. The Yankees getting the win. Earning player of the game honors was Sandy Koufax. Bob Shawshank locked down his first save. The most critical at-bat came in the top of the 9th inning. With 2 out, Earl Combs hit an 0-1 sinker from Ron Peranowski for a run-scoring single to put the 1927 New York Yankees in front 3-2. Enjoyed this one, Combs told the New York 1927 Observer, but it's back to work tomorrow. So it was a heck of a game. And again, the clutch hit, the 2 clutch hits, the first clutch hit in the 9th came by George Herman Babe Ruth, who doubled with 2 outs and just missed a homer, as Davis, I thought, made the catch initially when he leaped, but when he hit the wall, the ball, I don't know if it was in his glove, but it came out, hit the wall, and Ruth had a double and scored on the Combs single, and that was it, folks. So let's quickly go through the box score for the Yankees, and Tony Lazzeri had himself a day. He could have easily also been player of the game. But I think it rightly went to Sandy Koufax, even if he was on the losing team. Lazzeri was 3 for 4 1 run scored and 1 RBI. He had a home run. And then you see a lot of zeros for everybody else. Bob Usil 0 for 4. Pasquale came in to left field defensively, didn't bat. Gehrig 0 for 4. Collins 0 for 4. Ruth 1 for 4, but it was a huge double in the ninth, and he scored a run. He struck out once. Collins struck out 3 times. He had the hat trick. Gehrig struck out once. Musial struck out twice. Combs 2 for 4 with the game-winning RBI. He struck out once. Joe Dugan 1 for 4. He had a homer and an RBI. Runs scored. He struck out twice. Koenig 0 for 3, struck out twice. Grabowski, the designated hitter, 0 for 3, struck out once. Total of 13 strikeouts, as we know. In total, the Yankees were up 34 times, 3 runs, 7 hits, 3 RBIs, no walks, and struck out, as again, 13 times, 6 men left on base. Let's go over to the Dodgers, who after the first inning really didn't muster much of an offense at all. Maury Wills was 0 for 3, walked once and scored on the home run by Tommy Davis. He left 2 runners on base. Willie Davis 1 for 4, left a runner on base. Tommy Davis was 1 for 4. He homered, 2-run homer, scored a run, struck out twice, left a runner on base. Frank Howard 1 for 4, K'd twice. Wally Moon 0 for 4, left a runner on base. Zimmer 1 for 4, struck out 3 times. He had the hat trick. Second baseman Jim Gilliam 1 for 4, left 2 runners on. First baseman Ron Fairley 1 for 3, struck out once, left a runner on. And the catcher Johnny Roseborough 0 for 2, walked once and left 1 batter on. The Dodgers had 32 at-bats, scored 2 runs, only had 6 hits, 2 RBIs, walked twice, struck out 8 times, and left 9 runners on base. So it was a fabulous game for the opening game of this 30-game season with 16 teams of this historical league. And I will be having a video of all the teams who are in the league, and I'm going to try to bring you as many games as possible. So once again, the 1927 Yankees rally against the 1963 Dodgers in the ninth and defeat the Dodgers in LA 3-2. It was a great game. I'd like to say thank you to Greg Gorecki, who joined me in the chat, and also JD, who also came in a little late and stopped in to say hi, and I greatly appreciate that. So thank you very much, Greg Gorecki. Hope to see you back for the next few games I'm going to be doing. And let me just quickly jump in the chat. Greg Gorecki has posted some things. He says, I'll just repeat it. He said, Greg Gorecki says, good game, but I think the 27 Yankees are beatable. Greg Gorecki says, I would watch again if the Dodgers won. LOL. Well, they'll get another shot at them later on, as every team plays everyone twice. Greg Gorecki also says, if you play the 27 Yanks again, their shortstop is Mark Koenig. Okay. He was a pitcher also? Is that what that P's for? Again, I don't set the lineups, but I can adjust it. I can do that. Greg Gorecki says, but Roseborough was great on Dragnet. All right, now on that note, once again, thank you to Greg Gorecki and JD. Appreciate it very much for joining me in the chat. Hope everyone enjoyed this game. It was a very fun game. I will be bringing you more of these games. I appreciate it. Health and happiness. Take care. God bless. See you soon. Come back. I think this is going to be a really fun league throughout the summer and spring. Take care. Bye-bye.